Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to find a whole amount given a part and a percentage, okay? And what you need to remember is I'm basically going to translate this into math speak, all right? It's a little bit like learning another language, but you'll see how it works. What you have to remember is that when you see the word is, that is this. Okay, so the word is means this. The word of is equal to multiplication. Okay, so of means multiply. Okay, so you have to remember that. You also have to remember that percent, okay, percent is something over 100. All right, those are the three things that you need to remember. 1, 2, 3. And when you know those three, you can translate any of these questions into something that makes sense. All right. Most of the math that you'll need to use here, you already know. If you know fractions and if you know how to convert decimals to percent, then you're fine. You'll know everything you need to know. Okay, so let's just do some straight translating. 36 is, remember we said that is a equal sign. What percent of 150? Okay, so that means that it's okay. Sorry about that. I had some problems with my tablet. First my pen, now my tablet. Anyway, so as I was saying before, we're doing just straight translation. So we've got 36 is what percent, the what is the x percent of 150. All right, and now it should be fairly obvious to you that we need to kind of get rid of this 150 so that the x is on its own, and in order to do that, we put the 36 over 150, and we put this over 150. These two cancel out, all right, and so you're left with, because we know from our fraction work that when the numerator is the same as the denominator, they cancel out and they become 1. Okay, so really what we're left with is 36 over 150 equals x percent. Okay, and now you just work that out. So it's basically going to be, it's basically going to be, you divide 150 into 36, and I'll just, hold on, I'll just work that out on a calculator and be right back. Okay, so 36 divided by 150 is 0.24, but remember, we're talking about percent here, so that means that I have to multiply by 100, which gives me 24%. Okay, that's how you do that one. Right, so we'll just work on the next one here. 25 is 40% of what number? Okay, so again, we're going to do the straight translation. So 25 is 40% of what number? All right, so that means that we need to change this into a decimal. So 25 equals 0.4 x. Okay, and okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we have to start with our proportions. One side will be over 100. 25 is 40% of what number? So 40% is the same thing as 40 over 100. 25 will go on the top, and we don't know this number. Okay, so we do our cross multiplying. All right, so first step we have 40x, and that's equal to 25 times 100, 2,500. All right. Now, in order to get rid of this 40, we divide it by 40, and we divide this side by 40. And that leaves us with x equals, and now we have to say 2,500 divided by 40, okay? And our calculator says 62.5. All right, and let's go on to question number 3. Okay, so what is 35% of 90? Again, we have to start with our proportions. We write over 100 here, and we don't know what this is yet. 35% we know is 35 over 100. All right, and now we need to work out of 90. So what is 35% of 90? 90 is the whole number, or the total amount. Sorry, not the whole number, the total amount. So we have to put that one on the bottom, and we put x on top. Okay, again, we're going to cross multiply. All right, 35 times 90. A little quick math here. 35 times 90 is 3,150. So says the calculator. And 100x. Okay, because we multiplied the x times 100. All right. Now, in order to get rid of the 100, we need to put that over 100 again. So we're going to put that over 100. We're going to put this over 100. All right. And just going to scroll up a little. All the way. Okay. Okay. So that means that 3,150 is going to give us 31.5 equals x. Okay. Now, if you're not sure how I got that, you can look at it another way. I'm dividing 100 into this number, just like I'm dividing 100 into this number. If I rewrote that the long way, it would be the same thing as saying 3,150 divided by 100 equals, change that to an arrow so you don't get too confused, equals 100x divided by 100. Well, these 100s cancel out, so that means I'm only left with this x. All right, so I'm just left with x here. And 3,150 divided by 100, well, that means that I move my decimal point 2 columns over. Okay, so it's now there. So it's 31.5. All right, so that's how I got this answer here. All right. This, when you have to remember, when we were looking at fractions, I've always told you that the denominator, if you're changing fractions to decimals, the denominator gets divided into the numerator. All right, so that's all we're doing here. We're just taking the denominator and dividing it into the numerator here. And I've also told you before in previous videos that when you have the numerator and the denominator the same number, then it becomes 1. So if I had to, I would just write this x here that we're left with as 1x. But the rule is that you never write in algebra like this, you don't write the 1. Okay, the 1 is understood. So I can just write the x here, and that means the same as 1x. All right, so there you go. I hope this video has been helpful and not too confusing. All right, good luck.